You guys might have watched the recent date, or rather debate, between Myron and Chian Reynolds. For the unfamiliar, Myron Gaines hosts a podcast called Fresh and Fit, where they help men navigate women, finances, and fitness. In a short period, they've gained over 1 million subscribers and much popularity online. Chian is an internet personality who has gotten popular thanks to her show Grilling, where she has dates with different men. By the way, I really have no better words to describe her endeavors or occupation. As far as I'm concerned, she's also an actress and an influencer. Indeed, if you look at her Instagram page, you'll see she posts some provocative pics and videos. Either way, that's not what matters, because today I'm going to show you some bombs Myron dropped on her show. As much as the show is intended to be a date, Chian ends up interrogating the man at hand and asking him uncomfortable questions like, "Do you give head?" Well, that's not a very good, polite question to ask on a first date. The show is kind of funny because the lies she says are indeed proof of the decline of modern-day women. Women want a partnership, it's okay to be emotional, and many other well-sounding phrases plague her ideas. She has dated Fresh Prince CEO and Andrew Tate in previous episodes, which have been a bit uncomfortable for her, but what Myron did to her is on a whole different level. It was an entertaining show indeed, and Myron's words are worth a listen. Stick around because in today's video, I'll point out the lies Myron debunked, Chian's unrealistic perspectives on dating, and of course, some of the nonsense she said throughout the show. I'm sure you're going to love this one. But before we go deeper, let me share the comment of the day. Shout out to Disgrace to Discuss. They said, men should just focus on having their own place, money, physical health, video games, and goals. Women shouldn't be an option in your early years until you're at least in your 30s. Always go for the younger women. You're absolutely right. You should strive to improve yourself in every facet possible. These will stay with you for life. Women, on the other hand, will come naturally as a byproduct, but the choice will be yours when the time comes. Please don't forget to reach out to us by email to claim your $5. As usual, guys, I'll pick one comment from each video. It may be the funniest, the most liked, or one that touched me, so don't forget to leave a comment and you may be our next winner. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons too, guys. It really does help us out. And now, back to the video. Embrace your masculinity. The show lasts around 40 minutes, but it's so fun that it feels like 10. In such a short time, Myron destroyed this woman's logic so much so that she couldn't help but get frustrated. She said, among other personal attacks, that Myron had some issues and was a misogynist. Nothing new under the sun though. Anyway, at some point in the conversation, Chian was outraged because she couldn't understand what the problem of men submitting to women was. Indeed, that's a huge mistake many men make. Because of making thousands of concessions, alpha men can become beta, or in other words, they allow a woman to absorb their masculine power. This is one of the main issues with most modern women. They say they want something, but in reality, they don't really know what they want and hardly express what they desire. That's a fact no one can deny, but voicing this very idea is considered misogynistic. That's why many men have escaped the dating marketplace, become lone wolves and sigmas, and embrace the MGTOW philosophy. The idea of dealing with a whimsical chick that doesn't even express how she feels or what she wants with clarity is just unbearable. A woman like that is absolutely a liability, as Myron points out, and since most modern-day women want to shit-test men to the extreme, men are increasingly getting tired. Myron continued by saying a very funny phrase, "We don't negotiate with terrorists." That's such a good line, man. In reality, he just said that he does not concede to women. She replies back by saying that it is okay as a man not to be at some point masculine. Such a huge dose of sunshine, rainbows, sugar, spice, and all things nice, but the harsh reality is quite different. As much as she is well-intentioned, she doesn't understand men's struggles. When a man gets emotional in front of a woman, she'll likely perceive him as less attractive and weak. Then, she asked Myron about his relationship with the women in his family, and that was pretty much a fatality. In fact, Myron explained his upbringing a little bit on the show. Myron grew up in New Britain, Connecticut, is the son of a Muslim couple, and as a brother and a sister. He further explains that his parents have a strong relationship where his dad leads and his mom follows. In fact, it was his mother who told him, "Do not commit to these American and Western women because they will not cook and clean for you. They're not going to take care of you, and the house will be disheveled once you come back." Myron even confessed that if it weren't for her, he'd probably be a simp. At first, Myron was indeed a bit skeptical in his young days, but as time passed, he realized that everything his mother said was true. If you watch his show, you can easily notice that he's got lots of evidence, including anecdotes and facts to back up his statements. He might be controversial, but he speaks of reality and not fabricated ideas as Chian does. Men are waking up to the reality of modern-day women and don't fear being called misogynists for speaking the truth about dating. That's why I always tend to give you guys practical advice. Chase a check, never chase a chick. Might sound like a good phrase, but it goes beyond that. Men make most mistakes because of going after women, so it's a good rule of thumb to work on yourself, especially now that good, loyal women are scarce in the Western world. At a different point in the conversation, Myron dropped another knowledge bomb about women. Most women are indeed liabilities, not assets. In fact, that's a very accurate statement, and MGTOWs don't care whether it is misogynistic or not. That's just the reality, no matter how ugly or harsh it sounds to modern women. Women tend to enter relationships with bad habits, including asking for too much, bags, trips, dinners, etc., when they hardly deserve it. The issue is that she got all that and much more, so she's capricious and insufferable. No wonder why men don't want to turn a whimsical woman into a grateful one. That's indeed a lot of work, and honestly, since we're all grown up, why on earth don't these modern women face their demons before starting a new relationship? Of course not. That's a little bit too much to ask because it's way easier to rebound with Chad and Tyrone, get their body counts through the roof, and get disappointed because no man wants to commit to her. I'm pretty sure you know the drill. While a man often gets over a breakup by hitting the gym, a woman gets over a breakup by sleeping with multiple dudes. At least, now that is the case. As a direct result, the man gets stronger and increases his value, but the woman has not improved anything but her skills in the sheets. Speaking of carnal stuff, another strong point Myron, not Tyrone, makes is that biology rules everything, and here's another knowledge bomb. He remarks that there's only the truth and no such thing as my truth. In a world where, as I say, ideology rules over biology, feelings are considered more important than data, facts, and research. A huge fact that many men have managed to accept, no matter how uncomfortable, is that while women only need to maintain their value, men have to create it. That's why young women can hit the VIP section of the club, whereas the man must work his way up, invest, and succeed to get access to that privilege. I'm not saying this just to mean that the world is unfair and, as a man, you should cry about it. What I encourage you to do is way simpler. Accept this reality, as Myron points out, and work on yourself non-stop. That's why MGTOW is so appealing to men. The world as it is now is hostile towards men, and that is what inspires me to produce this kind of content for you guys. Most modern-day women are not dating or wife material, but rather gold diggers, energy vampires, and liabilities. It does not matter how much Chian wants to dress up the truth to give off the feeling that modern women can be good partners. However, she asks very suspicious questions on every episode. Not only does she ask the man across the table whether he gives head or not, and by the way, she says she does, she also asks every man if he would date her after she's slept with 100 men. Basically, she's trying to legitimize women's liberation, in other words, the decays of morals, by asking these inappropriate questions. I might sound crazy, but I'm not into asking women about their experience in bed on a first date. Well, in reality, I'm not into dating anyway, and I'm sure most of you guys think the same. All in all, men are obliged to work on themselves, and fortunately, men accept this and improve themselves. A man is shamed for being fat, but a fat girl in today's world is praised by the body positivity movement. These and many more double standards that look very obvious are outrageous for women like Chian. She might be hot and cute, but her perspectives on dating are not realistic, and they're certainly not cute. I encourage you guys to stay strong, ignore bad dating advice, and just work on yourselves. As Myron's mother says, don't commit to these Western women. As always, I wish you tremendous success. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Have you watched the episode? If so, please share your impressions. What's the best piece of advice you would give to men in the MGTOW community? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember that if you leave the best comment, you will get $5. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you found this video useful, hit the like and subscribe buttons, ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on future uploads, drop a comment and share it. See you in the next video. Till next time.